Hey guys, welcome to today's thought for the day. I wonder how many of you have had to think about plans for the future recently. I know I've had a few conversations with some of you and even just myself with my friends about like planning for the world post-COVID. Planning about what we're going to do when the lockdown lifts, planning what we're going to do when September comes and it's a new school year, but will it be like other new school years? Like, the simple truth is that at the moment we don't know. But if you're anything like me, sometimes this talk of the future and planning and stuff can make you just feel a little bit wobbly, a little bit unsettled, maybe a little bit anxious. There are days where I'm totally fine and I can just live in the moment and it's all good. And there are other days where my brain kind of tries to tell me that I should be more in control of this. I should have more of a handle on what's going to happen and what I'm going to do about it. A couple of days ago, I was having a bit of a wobble, finding it quite difficult just to keep my brain focused. And Beth stayed asleep for longer than she normally does. It was amazing. And in my spare few moments, I found myself sitting in the garden. I'd been doing one of these thoughts for you guys. I was sitting there with my Bible in the sunshine and just continued reading. And I found myself in Psalm 25. And I found a few lines that kind of without me even realising that I needed them were the words that were like the perfect prayer to speak into what I was feeling and what I was thinking. And I thought that just in case any of you guys were kind of stressing out a little bit about the future and making plans, a bit worried about not knowing what to do and like what the right thing to do is for your future, that I'd share them with you as well. So we're in Psalm 25. And the whole thing is good. Like, go and read the whole of Psalm 25. Take a few minutes, turn everything off, put your phone on silent, and just like slowly read your way through and ask God to speak to you through this psalm. That's my recommendation. But for now, let me pick out a couple of verses. They're just the ones that stood out to me. Verse 4, show me the right path, O Lord. Point out the road for me to follow. Lead me by your truth and teach me, for you are the God who saves me. All day long I put my hope in you. Remember, O Lord, your compassion and unfailing love, which you have shown from long ages past. The Lord is good and does what is right. He shows the proper path to those who go astray. He leads the humble in doing right, teaching them his way. The Lord leads with unfailing love and faithfulness all who keep his covenant and obey his demands. It was a real easing of pressure for me. That thing of, I don't have to necessarily make the right decision all the time. What I do have to do, be humble before God, listen to him, and do what he says. And that counts in like the little stuff, the day by day little choices. I was chatting with someone earlier on and we were just saying that actually all I can do is control my choices today. I don't have tomorrow in my control, so there's no point worrying about it. Matthew talks about that. You can go and find it in Matthew. But today, all I can do is be humble before God. Ask him to show me the right path. And choose to follow him today. And these verses just reminded me that actually it's not my job to be in control. So it's okay if I feel like I'm not. When I feel stressed and under pressure, it's generally because I've tried to take control. So if you're anything like me, today my challenge to you is to read Psalm 25. Allow it to just like soak into your brain and into your heart. And then to say to God, all right, God, show me your path, show me your way. I trust you. You be in control. Help me to be humble and I'll follow you as best I can. And I have a feeling, if your experience is anything like mine, that you'll end the day a lot more peaceful and a lot more content than you started it. Have a great rest of your day. Comment and share and keep in touch.